Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast 1000 Part B. I am your host Matrix Lord 212 and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Jack?
Hey.
What's up, Ray?
Hey.
What's up, Scott?
I don't give my consent.
All right, so I'm going to go with Jack first. Jack, you've seen the episode, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your reaction to Pyramid at the End of the World?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good episode. I think there was some bit and get like, why were these creatures wanting to invade? Like, why don't you just invade? Like, I didn't get that. It's like, oh, we need love. Like, if you want to conquer these people, why wouldn't you just invade them anyway? But no, I thought the episode was pretty good. I thought there was a lot of tension. It was really cool at the end when we saw basically said you can conquer the world, just give him his eyesight back because the doctor was gonna die. And no, I mean, I thought the episode, the bacteria thing was interesting.
Now, you didn't think that they gave him eyes?
creatures-
Didn't they infect his eyes where they can mind control him?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's not really saving him. That's making him their slave by doing something to his eyes, right? Like his whole. So he's going to be evil, I guess, right? Maybe, or something like crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
I guess that's how they control him. I guess because I was trying to figure it out. But
Right.
all right. So what do you give it? What do you rate the episode?
I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10. It was
Okay.
pretty. I didn't. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to next week. See how they resolve it.
I think Missy's in it definitely. So that's a plus. You know.
Not for me.
Oh, you don't like Missy? That's right. Okay. Is John Sim
Not
in
the
this?
master. Sorry.
Is John
for me,
Sim
no.
in the next one? Do we
When
think
John
John?
Sim comes back, that'll be when the
Patrick's
master
in.
comes back.
Okay. Patrick.
Oh,
Hello, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
All right, Patrick. Did you see the pyramid at the end of the world?
I just got home. I just got home. Literally.
I'm sorry, Patrick. This is Real Whovian, so we're talking about the episode. So I got to take you out. All right. See, that's
Short and sweet.
there is the title at the bottom. It says Real Whovian cast 1000. You see the episode? Yes? No? Maybe so? No. Okay. All right. So anyway, gonna I guess talk more. I don't understand why Missy wasn't in this episode.
I didn't.
I would have thought that when he's asking how Missy am I gonna do this blind, that he would have just opened up the vault, because if the Earth's gonna be destroyed, who will you care about making a vow? I mean, you could watch over her body as she's walking next to you. So I don't understand why he couldn't just let her out. So that I don't understand, the whole dynamics of the vault and him watching over her in this prison. I don't understand why she couldn't just walk about. He doesn't owe those people anything. He outsmarted them anyway by not letting the device kill Missy, but put her to sleep or keeps knocking her out or whatever it is. The whole thing about the moon being as dead as the moon, I like that reference. A lot of people are taking it literally that's making it that's the other one's not canon. Of course, the episode has to be canon, Kill the Moon, because that's the reason why Clara left. And then it was episodes where he wanted to get her back, and it was like a whole thing. So the only thing that could be non-canon about the episode is that the moon was an egg. So maybe it was just a hallucination, which hopefully they could explain. Anyway, these people have been around since the dawn of time on Earth. Just like the Silence, I'm surprised they didn't have tea and crackers together, waiting thousands of years to catch up to whatever. I mean, they could have conquered the Earth when the man was cavemen. So with all these capabilities, there's got to be a reason why this race that's so advanced wants to conquer the Earth when they could have conquered them when they were cavemen, or they could have conquered them at any other earlier period in time. Like, why would you have such advanced technology that you could cure a Time Lord's eyesight, but a Time Lord that's 2,005 years old can't cure it? Again, they can make perfect holographic images of people like a video game, but they can't fix their face. So, again, this is something we've all talked about. I call it boring at the end of the world because it was just a big, big talk throughout the whole thing and no action. I don't know what the purpose of what he was saying to that Erica. Like, is she going to be a companion? Because if not, then
I don't know. That's what
don't just throw lines out there. I mean, there should be no reason why, if he wants her to be a companion, she shouldn't be. So, again, not really crazy about that stuff, and it just, to me, it just didn't make any sense. Basically, that's it. So, anything else anybody wants to say? Add to it. I mean, Chris, would you think this episode is going to be welcomed by anybody? Like, they're going to like it? I mean, I know James I know not James. Jack likes it, but
yeah, I think there's going to be, like the normal contingent. There's going to be, half. No, I wouldn't even say half. I think there's going to be people that like him, people don't, which is fine. I didn't like this episode that much, but I have to say, I find myself disliking it less than episodes that I really didn't like this season. Like the second episode, Smile.
yeah,
This to me was just okay. There
right.
are things in it that I liked. I liked
Yeah.
some of the talking points that they had. I liked the effects that they did with most of them. I like the idea that ruling through fear is what do you say, inferior to ruling with love. Because I think that makes a lot of sense. I like the doctor's monologue at the beginning where it was like, it was almost like he was talking to the audience saying, this regeneration's almost over.
I could do without with the regeneration talk.
When I first saw that monologue bit, I thought he had gone into his special room like he did with Clara in Evan's Scent.
Mm-hmm.
I just again, Nardole, again, to me, he serves very little to the show. He doesn't have to be there, in my opinion. No offense to Matt Lucas, but the character just, I don't like him. And I don't think he needs to be in the show. So, I mean, if I was going to rate this episode, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10, which is, to me, is just barely passing. But I got to tell you, though, I mean, very disappointed with some of the other stuff that was in this episode that I saw, that we all saw. I think it could have been written a bit better. I don't know if it was the writing or the directing or just the execution, but I don't know. Pyramid at the End of the World is.
Let me just before you jump in. I'm sorry. Let me just. We got a shout out from Billy. He said happy 1000th episode.
Hey Billy.
Hi Billy.
And he also says he's sorry he can't be there. He's watching Pirates. So you give a shout out to him.
Traitor.
All right, go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say I would be more interested to see if Moffat never jumped in and writ this episode with it halfway, how it would have gone. Because it was Moffat jumping in, it's kind of left a sour taste with it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
I think my rating, I mean, I gave it a 6, but I might go down. Because now that I think about it over and over again, it's like you're wasting our time. With the last episode, this episode, it's like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I mean, even the bullcrap about Nardole's importance. He's got a special mission. Yeah, his special mission is telling Doctor, don't walk into that wall. You're blind. That's Nardole's special mission.
Yeah.
To be the microphone. And that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I don't understand. Here's my thing. If he has the power to stop regeneration energy and with like Davros and all that, like somehow they pull him away and he can just stop it from completely regenerating. Why can't he just cure his eyesight and just that's it? Like, why does he have to walk around like blind like that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Or get the nanogenes that they used in the Empty Child, the Dr. Dances.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Well, the Daleks even use those nanogenes to make Dalek humanoids. So use that to cure your eyes.
Even if he couldn't, like, let's say that there was some reason that he couldn't, which I agree with you. I think that he probably could, even though the eyes are more complex than like healing a wrist or something. He can't make some sort of apparatus that, like look at the sonic shades, right? They provide him. Yeah. He said he's psychically linked to them. They provide him with a good amount of information that allows him to at least move around and stuff. He can't upgrade those or make something else that feeds him better information about his surroundings and whatnot.
Well, it's probably hard for him to make.
I think I know where he got the idea of that book.
And I have Nardole do it. Nardol's apparently so special.
Yeah, Nardol's good at hacking things like the cameras.
He can pilot the TARDIS. I'm sure the Doctor could be like, here's how we're going to do this, Nardole, and instruct him on how to do it. I mean, I don't know. It's just it's a weird.
There was a Batman animated series episode where he was battling Penguin, and something went wrong. I can't remember what it is, but he went blind, so he had to wear these special goggles. And the more I watched this episode and the last one, it's reminding me as though, could he have stolen it from that Batman animated series adventure?
Listen, a lot of things are taken from a lot of things. So Moffat could watch a lot of different things and integrate in its episodes. I mean, I'm just thinking that I don't find that there's a purpose to this blindness. I mean, it's just, to me, it's just stupid. Walk this way. This is what we do. I mean, I don't really find that interesting.
I mean, really, you're right, because let's say at the end of the next episode, like, maybe he actually really is cured, like he has his eyesight back. What purpose did his blindness serve? So that he couldn't unlock a door? That's it? Like, I
mean, the biggest thing, I did like the cool thing that regardless of the sonic screwdriver, he can't turn the combination on because he's blind.
Yeah.
I thought, all right, good. At least they made it where the sonic screwdriver is not a magic wand and he could just do it, But my point with that is, with all the technology, wouldn't it be like an electronic lock anyway?
I think so.
You can have a lock from the 50s that's going to be turned like that. And couldn't he feel the numbers to read the numbers? Like, wouldn't the numbers be indentation of the number?
I'm wondering. Here we go. I'm wondering if they did all that to prevent either break-in or hacking, and by having the numbers, having that little combination thing, exactly like that, that's to prevent anybody.
Yeah, but the numbers. If you look at the way the numbers are, he could take his finger and feel the outline of the number. And it would say, this is 2, this is...
onto the dial, though, instead of...
You could see the dial. The dial was like thicker with the numbers. Like it's like Braille almost. He should be able, how could he, you know what I'm saying? It's like, he should be able to do that.
But what I'm thinking is they probably set that up, being the devil's advocate now. They probably set that up so they thought, okay, we may have somebody who wants to hack us. So let's have that inner door be set up like that.
Yeah, but he still could feel the number. He could feel
the. May want to try to steal something, so we'll have that special code set up.
I see what I agree with you, Scott. The only thing I can think of, Joe, is maybe the numbers weren't indented and they were smooth stickers, and you couldn't feel it. Maybe, I don't know, because
they were painted on.
Yeah, because I agree with you. If they were etched into the material, into, I guess, the metal or whatever, then theoretically he should have been able to feel the numbers and set it to the numbers even though he was blind.
Well, why would the sonic shades outline a person with numbers and not be able to see the numbers on the dial?
Well, they made a point to show that at the beginning of the episode they held that iPad out to him and it only showed the outline of the iPad. Yeah, he couldn't see couldn't see the picture. I don't know. I mean, again, it goes back to the argument that maybe he could have made a better apparatus.
But you could fly the TARDIS blind and go to any point in time without looking at it, but you can't open a door.
I think he's having Nardole do it.
Or he's psychically linked to the TARDIS, and the TARDIS is he's like, I want to go to Earth this time. Okay, and the TARDIS goes that way.
Yeah,
because he's bonded to the TARDIS.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't even remember when that camera come back on, him doing anything. He just flicked that handle down and he went straight to the lab.
Well, he probably, so for being alive for so long and piloting the TARDIS for so long, he's probably it's almost like muscle memory, like hit this, and this. Yeah,
Well, let me ask you another question, and I know there's problems with the budget this season for some reason. You don't have the budget to have Kate Stewart in there? Or Osgood? Like, it's the end of the world. Why aren't they there, Unit?
Unit has become totally useless. Like, literally, these past 2 seasons, Unit has almost become non-existent. It's like they don't even exist anymore within the universe. They might as well just shut down the idea of Unit, unless Chibnall wants to use them.
I mean, you use them in the Christmas special, Dr. Mysterio. They appeared for, like, seconds. And this is the end of the world, and they're not here.
They pretty much wrote off the Thals from being the secondary race on Skaro after like the 5th Doctor or 4th Doctor. So it looks like they're slowly writing out Unit. Because what about the one scientific advisor from the Easter episode? You never see or hear anything of him anymore either.
And
you know what you just reminded me of, Joe? You know what you just reminded me of?
What?
The world is in peril. Where's the guy from the Christmas special?
Yeah.
The super Where's he? What's he doing?
Where's the superhero?
They're going to take over the world in the next episode. I think maybe he needs to stop them. I think he needs to go there and lift their pyramid up and throw it into the sun.
I guess he was busy.
Yeah, I guess.
And I guess he's going to be busy that they take over the world.
Yeah.
And he can't use his superpowers to stop them.
I guess he'll be busy being a nanny.
Did they simulate? I want to know. Did they simulate him in the simulation? Because he seems like a pretty big, like a really big threat. He can stop a falling thing with one hand. I think you need to stop this guy. This guy's like Superman. We need to fight him.
This is why when you write an episode, you end the episode where he loses his powers.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you don't have a thing. I mean, unless he's going to come in the finale and here I come to save the day, like and beat the Mondasian Cybermen, which would be stupid if they brought him in there. So stop it with the plot holes, please.
Yes.
This is going to cause Chibnall an headache as soon as he gets in again, isn't it?
He's just going to wipe everything. He ain't going to.
Yeah.
Unit's done. Everybody's done. Nobody remembers the Doctor. The Doctor's. I mean, it's just going to be, it has to be. Everything has to be wiped or something.
It's got to be at this point.
I mean, if he's the president of the world, wouldn't people know him from the internet? Like, oh, it's the TARDIS. There it is. I mean, he's been every time something's happened, you see a blue box on television.
Yes, because he said he released the world's secret documents on Google.
Yes, you should know all about the Doctor now.
Now you should know that he had a granddaughter as well, and that she could be in danger.
Listen, they do stupid things in stupid episodes, and they don't think it through. And then Moffat's home, and he's like, "Damn it, with Matrix learning that Whovians kiss, I should have not did it."
Also, like you said about Unit, I just realised the Black Archive should be on the leaks now of the world, shouldn't they?
Yes, they should.
Where was that laser beam that they used to shoot the plane down with the Christmas invasion, the Sycorax? It's like, come on. Where's all that Torchwood technology that they have? I didn't see anything.
That forget-me-not disc they had.
What did they edit? Is there a video of what they actually had before it was edited? Was there voiceovers or something? How did they edit it so quickly? I mean, this was done instantaneously.
Maybe it was the missile hitting the pyramid. I don't know.
And exploding. Oh my God, that's offensive.
That or the plane had crashed into the pyramid, and They decided to change it.
I just thought those special effects were like ridiculous.
Like, I thought it was kind of cool how the pyramid was able to catch the plane and the missile. I thought that was kind of.
But you know what? Explain this to me, Chris. Right?
Yeah.
If they don't want to kill anybody, right?
Yeah.
Why are they trying to kill everybody to make them consent so they kill them? Why don't they just kill those people that attack them?
Originally, I thought it was like, oh, they let those people go because they don't want them to be afraid, I guess.
Right.
But,
oh, God.
I mean, I don't even know if they were. I don't even think we got the idea that they ruled through love at that point.
I mean, if Bill wasn't there, they go to street. Do you consent? Do you consent? Do you consent? And they kill everybody.
Well, what do they do if? What do they do if nobody consents? Do they go, ah, damn it?
But how is
I guess we gotta go.
Bill's a companion. What the hell does that mean? She's a companion of the Doctor. She's not she doesn't have a position of power. What is she? How many companions does he have? I mean, come on.
Get this, right? She was on the phone with him, and they said, you speak for the Doctor, right? But the Doctor is saying, no, I don't consent. That means that his quote-unquote spokesperson does not have the authority to speak for him.
Yes.
So it like negates itself. Like.
Right.
So basically, she
every time he opened his mouth. This was a talking episode. You didn't even have cameras on. This could have been an audio drama with how much talking on.
Basically, Bill overrid the president of the world. So basically, she should have done that.
It makes no sense to me.
It's like I said. What happened with Bill in this episode is exactly what Clara had done. She done something which made her look really bigger than she actually should have been.
I mean, really think about that for a second, though. Like, I don't know, like, maybe this is the way it works in government. I don't know. But let's say, like, the president was on the phone with the vice president, and someone came in and said, Vice President, we need you to authorize an attack on this enemy camp. And the president's like, no, we're not doing that. But the vice president goes, no, we're going to do it anyway.
No, you can't do it.
What?
That's not right. He's made the president of the world to be above all these other people's decisions. They should know that from the simulations that he's the president of the world. They need his permission. So that thing, if they didn't, you know what? They need to end that too. That president of the world nonsense. If
it would have been. Go ahead. Yeah.
If people that are like low on the totem pole can vote him out, then that has no purpose.
Yeah. It would have been better if the Doctor didn't have any communication with Bill, and for some reason she just said, like, they could have like said, we could bring your mother back or something, and then she consented to it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Of anything, you'd figure she'd wish for that to come back.
Right, like maybe the Doctor, when he goes to leave, he says, Bill, you're in charge. And she's like, wait, what? And he goes, just, you're in charge for now. I trust you over these idiots. He leaves, goes to the lab, right? She goes inside. They're like, you're the one who can make this decision. And she's like, no. And they go, the Doctor lied to you. He's still blind, and now he's going to die. And we can bring your mother back, and all this good stuff. She consents to it. The Doctor has no idea. He gets his eyesight back, and he goes, oh, no. There's the episode.
Well, here's the thing. How is Bill immune to anything? I mean, Nardole should be immune because he's in the TARDIS protected from everything. No?
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
he's in the TARDIS. The episode should focus on Nardole next episode. Then Nardole saves the day. Nardole has a moment of importance.
But as soon as the Doctor got his eyesight back, he should have ran to the TARDIS and been like, we got to get out of here.
Who lets Missy out of the vault? Is it Nardole or is it the Truth Monks?
That's what makes me think that the Master or Missy's involved, because they would have known how to get inside the TARDIS with them fumes and that, and exactly what to do.
I am so plot hole city confused with this race and what they can do. To me, they could do anything. They could save the Time Lords. Easily. I mean, I don't know. This is ridiculous. They could do anything.
It was a talkie. That's all it was. I mean, like you said, it was like 90%. It was like 95% talking, 5% action. And come on, Moffat. It sounded like he hijacked the script.
I'm tired of people being around the dawn of time. I'm tired of people living on the earth when they were cavemen. The silence, The truth monks. What are they doing there? Why are they there? What are they doing there in that time period? What is the purpose?
It's like I'm not being rude. It's like they were saying I'm in the briefing room. World War III's on the horizon, but it's a bacteria that does everything. When you think World War III's bigger than a bacteria?
Well, that was the distraction. Like that was their distraction so that they could get people in power to consent to their quote unquote saving abilities. They didn't want anybody to know that this bacteria thing was going on. But my question is this. If a future event is what's causing the Earth to be destroyed, or humanity and the life on Earth to be destroyed, like they said, making a simulation based on the past, how does that lead to that conclusion?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you make a simulation based on the past, but it's something new that destroys the Earth, how do you have that in the simulation from the past? They have to have the ability to either A, time travel, or B, look forward in time, which we saw, and be like, oh, okay, this is what happens. So you would have to include that in the simulation to see how it would work. But they, as far as we know, they didn't do that in Extremis.
The only way this could work, yeah.
No, that was it.
You captain of the
No, I didn't cut you off. Finish.
No, I was done.
Oh, the only way they could salvage this is they say that all this is occurring because there's a higher power than the truth monks that control the truth monks. That basically the truth monks are like the underlings to this bigger guy.
The puppets.
They're the janitors of the universe. Yeah. And what they do is they're sent to a planet to clean up, but they're like the time bandits where they stole the map and they got a little ahead of themselves, right? They start like putting monuments in themselves, and then when the real boss comes, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck? Like, seriously?" And then he like this, and they turn to dust, like snapping their fingers or something. So maybe the master is in charge of John Sim is in charge of the truth monks.
What do you guys think the Doctor saw when he held East Strand of on their ship? Because we saw what all the humans saw, didn't we? But what did the Doctor see?
I think he saw the same thing, but he just wasn't affected by it. Because like he said, it's not the first dead planet I've seen.
Unless he saw Gallifrey.
The Doctor is just with whatever way he looked crazy in the next episode.
Well, I guess he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be under their quote-unquote control.
And this is something you could have made it into the Valiant then. You could have really did something cool with this. But they're not going to, of course not. Because
we don't know. We got this next episode, if it does something really cool, could answer all of our questions about this one. But I'm not expecting that, though.
This next episode is not going to answer anything. It's going to go back to normal, reset. And then, hey, Bill, you want to go to Mars and see the Ice Warriors? And then there's another episode after the Ice Warriors that has nothing to do with the finale. And then it's the finale. So this is not, I mean, unless the Mondazian Cybermen are behind the truth monks, that they put them in power to analyze the Earth, and that they said to them, you can't, like a joke, you can't conquer the human race unless they ask for help. So that way they're not defying their masters, the Mondazian Cybermen, but these guys are underlings. I think these guys are scrubs compared to someone else. I think they take orders for someone else. Has to be. These guys suck.
Yeah, but didn't you think so though? When I said in the last cast that their roles look similar to the Sisterhood of Khan's roles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just because they have the same color robes doesn't mean,
Yeah, but they could have done something with that.
They could have been sharing the plant with the Sisterhood.
I think that they're being kept alive by an entity.
I think you're right, honestly, because it's the only way. Because it's almost like they look powerful at one point, but then the next moment it's like, oh, they can't do that.
They're so brittle that the person can snap their fingers and they turn to dust. And I think that this one powerful entity is somehow keeping them alive, sort of like a skeleton, or if you could, like a remote control car, and that if they cross the line, snaps the fingers, the truth monk, the dusts. Like they're not the main thing. they have to be not the main.
Mm-hmm.
It has
They've
to
got to
be.
be, like you said,
They
the
gotta
pilot,
be. They gotta be like the janitors to this guy or something. They gotta be like underlings to a bigger threat. Has to be. And if it isn't, then it's a joke. And it's a waste.
Ain't it already a joke with this episode?
I gotta tell you, this was the first episode where we didn't even do the hints on air. We didn't even do that, like the 20 hints, whatever.
Mm.
And not only that, but this episode, to get 2 episodes of the Whovians cast on it, it's not even worth it. Nobody wants to. It's like nobody wants to talk about this episode. You understand? Yeah. It's like I don't see people banging down the door to come down on. Maybe it's because it's late, but I think this is going to be it. Tomorrow's going to be 1001, and I don't really. We can speculate to our heart's content, but there's nothing else to say about this episode. We've said everything.
It's like you said though. We could have missed the episode and not even bothered with it.
This episode was just all talk. The whole episode. Mm-hmm.
You could have put it on mute and had the subtitles on. And
our Whovians cast is more interesting than this episode. Like you should watch our episode instead of their episode because at least it's funny or something. I'll put on a wig for you. Maybe it'll be more. But seriously, I don't want this anymore. Where is the budget? Did somebody use up the budget for something else? Is the clothes that expensive and nice?
The 2 good episodes we felt. That's what I'm wondering.
I think Thin Ice and Oxygen used most of the budget.
It could be that,
yeah.
It could be that they're using it. Maybe they're saving it for the finale.
Oh, geez.
The whole season, no.
But here's my thing. You know what I think it really was? I think it was the drop in ratings. I think BBC took a lot of their budget and said, "You'll get it back," or we'll renegotiate this when the ratings go up. But honestly, it's a smart move on BBC's part because if the show is not bringing the ratings, why spend so much money on it?
Well, here's the thing, right? I mean, is this happening? Because I'm thinking this is happening in the episode. And Muff said, "Oh, we're gonna have the Daleks. We're gonna have this." And I'm like, "Excuse me, Mr. Moffat. We can only afford 3 Daleks. We're gonna borrow Russell T Davis's Dalek. So technically, we're using
those are just the cardboard cutouts,
right? And then we can only afford to have the Dalek blast twice because that special effect from that gun costs a lot of money." I think he's like shaking his head. He's like, "Oh, I want to have the friggin' Sea Devils." Well, we can't really. Could you do something where, like, what do you want me to do? A puddle monster? Yes, we can afford a puddle monster. For episode 1, could you do that?
And plus, you got to pay for the water bill. Remember, you got to pay for that water bill too.
I don't know about you, but Moffat's basically turned into BBC's bitch.
I mean, listen, even the emoji robots. Did you borrow that from something else and reshape it from the girl waited and put little emoji faces on the head and shape them a little bit? Because I mean, it looked like you were running through the thing from the girl waited, like all those things in there.
I'm still to this day thinking that he must have pissed somebody off at BBC, and they're limiting him in some manner. Otherwise,
let me guess, they spent the money on Nardole. That's where the budget is.
There you go. Because he did play Tweedledee and Tweedledum in one of the.
They probably said, "Listen, the outfits for Thin Ice are the budget for 6 episodes, okay? And the outfits for Oxygen, that's like another couple episodes. Because really, listen, I mean, literally, what are they spending the money on in Knock Knock? I mean, the special effects was crap with the bugs or whatever. I mean, and then the wooden person was the wooden person from the Doctor, the Witch, in the Wardrobe. They just did her eyeballs.
I don't think he's really paid the budget back from blooming Dale the Doctor, and they're pissed at him.
Sucks. And where is the new Murray Gold stuff? Do you hear anything different?
No.
Do I hear anything like, "Oh my God, this is a great theme"? It's the same shit. I think. I don't think they paid him.
No, they didn't.
Hey, Joe.
They recycled it from something else.
That's what I said. I think
slowed it down, maybe.
I think he used all the budget from Dale the Doctor, and they said, "We can't trust you with it again."
No, something happened. Something happened, and he lost the budget.
I know we're usually quick to go like, oh, it was Moffat, but a lot of I've been wondering, how much of this is BBC stepping in, going, you can't do that.
It might be the BBC. It might,
you know what?
We might be wrong. It might be all BBC this season.
Because I'm thinking look at, going off topic, look at the DC films. We hear a lot of the time that the directors have an idea, and then someone from DC or Warner Brothers will come in and say, can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. So maybe it's not Moffat himself. Maybe it's BBC coming in and saying, we don't want it like that. You can't do that. It has to be like this. Do it like this,
What if it was like this? What if they said, listen, we want a Paternoster series. No. We want to do this series. No.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
We want you to stay another 2 years. No, I'm leaving. Oh, you're leaving, Moffat? Fuck you. Then we're going to cut the budget. Go fuck yourself. And we ain't even put Matt Lucas in there. Make it fucking comedy. And then it's like, oh, shit. It's like they totally screwed him over.
Oh.
We're not even going to we can't even afford Peter Jackson. It's like, oh, shit. They can't even make a fucking Dalek and give it to him. That's all he wanted. Build him a fucking Dalek. You can't even part with a Dalek? That's all he wanted. That's all the fucking man wanted. And you can't give him a Dalek and make him do an episode? You bullshitted us. Listen, I don't know. I'm not going to take Moffat off the hook totally, because if that's the case, that he changes the scripts. Because if you could rip the scripts up for Jenna Louise Coleman on a fly and have to recreate 6 or 8, no problem, then you could say, you know what? I don't have the money to do this. I'm going to do this. Get the rubbery masks, have the freaking Sea Devils come out of the water, like with the thing, do the voice, do whatever, have them use guns instead of laser beams, and then have a unit war or something with the Sea Devils or something, But this is pathetic.
It is pathetic. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
OG Creature, Knock Knock, and they're paying these people that are big people. Wasn't that guy supposed to be a big person that they got a Knock Knock? Wasn't he like a big actor for them?
Yeah,
they paid some big bucks. So I don't know what the hell's happening. This would sit on the shelf. I would not buy the season so far. I'm sorry. I duly apologize to everyone, but there's nothing in this season that stands out that makes me say, man, that was a great episode. Like nothing.
Some people are probably going to compare this to McCoy's last season.
Absolutely not. McCoy's last season was fucking fantastic. Battlefield, are you crazy? That shit was amazing. All right, I didn't like freaking Survival, but still, even Survival was way better.
That's good points to it.
Come on, man.
We've only had a couple of good episodes this season, and really,
Curse of Fenric,
they weren't that great. It wasn't anything spectacular. I really liked Extremis, but honestly, now it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know.
But I don't know. When you get the ending and you find out it's a simulation, you're not really. We thought it was going to be so much more, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I liked what they gave us in Extremis, though. I liked the idea that it was a simulation. My thing is now it's like, but what was the point of what? Yeah. You're not even invading the planet. It's like you're just waiting for something to happen and then being like, oh yeah, we'll help you, but it's on our terms. It's like that's not.
These should have been arched. These should have been arched episodes. In other words, yes, they were filmed out of order. Then you should have had one episode, then wait 2 or 3, have the next. Wait maybe one, and then have the other one. So that way it looks as though the Doctor was skipping around, or being called back for something instead of going boom, boom, boom.
I gotta tell you, I feel robbed with this season. I want an extra season.
Yes.
I want special.
Good luck with that.
I feel robbed this season. I feel like we got ripped off. That's the way I'm feeling.
I feel like that.
I'm wasting my fucking time with this shit. But do some good writing here. Where is it? I'm very, very frustrated with the season. It's hard for me because I love Doctor Who, and I'm just getting tired of talking about these episodes are not going anywhere. It's a time for a change, and that's it. Moffat needs to go. Chimley needs to come.
Yeah.
We need new blood. I don't care. I don't care. It's just too much bullshit lately. You know, but anyway, I do want to talk about something else that we didn't get to cover. I only covered it in the Unlimiteds. Everybody's going crazy about, oh, what a great announcement that Doctor Who is going to last for 5 more seasons. It's going to be up to Series 15. So now, instead of the thing being commissioned until 2021, the year is off now, the commission, and it's going to be commissioned until Series 15, right? And this was all because they wanted to get money from China. China's like, hey, we're going to give you tons of money for Series 15 up until Series, but we're not doing up until Series 15. But we'll give you like millions of dollars, and it's like, we're doing Series 15. So that's exactly what happens. But here's the catch.
So are they going to show China in a favorable light, though?
But no, it's not about that. Here's the catch, right?
I know, but still.
I mean, we have 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. So basically, everybody's like, oh my God, Doctor Who's going to be lasting so many years. No, it's an extra year. 1 year extra. Instead of 2021, it's going to be 2022. Now, if they don't do that, you know what they could do? Being that the years are off, they could take off a year from Doctor Who. Or they could have one episode again, like they did with the Husbands of River Song or whatever, and then we had a whole year gap, right? That doesn't mean by 2022 we're going to have 15 series. They could do a 4-episode season. They could do, like, they could take off here, do 2 seasons, take off another year. They could drag that out to 2026. Who the hell is going to watch that? So don't think that this deal, so Doctor Who Series 15 is amazing, because it technically only is 1 year, technically. Only 1 year. It's not like, oh my God, Doctor Who is safe. You know, and obviously if they're not worried about ratings, they're gonna worry about budget, because if these ratings go down any further, you are not gonna be able to do crap. You might as well have a phone attached to a string, and like he's talking to the TARDIS that way.
I don't even think a young Doctor can save it at the moment.
No, it's not about the Doctor saving it. Capaldi's fantastic.
Yeah, Capaldi is, but
you know how they ran out? Remember Russell T Davies ran out of money, and he had to do an episode, and he did Midnight, where they were just in the cockpit of this spaceship talking to each other? At least that was interesting, right? Or Blink, or something, right? It was interesting. But if you know you don't have the money for an episode, then do something different. This big plot about the vault. Do you realize what a joke this is? This is like the hybrid joke. The vault? Is he afraid that somebody's going to come and punish him if he doesn't let her out? I mean, is that what he's afraid of?
No. I think he's trying to uphold that vow that he made to keep her in there, and that's why he's not letting her out.
But he doesn't have to keep her in a prison. He can watch over her.
He broke the vow when he didn't kill her, but he did say.
But he didn't watch her for 1,000 years, though.
Yeah.
Chris?
Well, maybe that's the problem. Maybe if he lets her out, these guys are going to come out and be like, hey, what the hell?
But are they watching him like these fucking aliens?
I'm assuming.
Like simulations and shit?
They have to be, because if they weren't, he could let her out at any time.
Yeah, but he only stayed on Earth for 50 years, not 1,000 years. So where's what about the 950? This is a plot hole.
You know what it probably is? When the vault opens, maybe they get a signal like, hey, the vault's open.
Right, so he basically traveled 950 years.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the 50 years he just stood on Earth, which is stupid too.
We don't even know. We have no idea. I mean, if he opens the vault and nothing happens, then it's like, why did it even exist?
It's like this episode, it not even got mentioned, did it, the vault? It got mentioned mentioned the entire few episodes, and now this one it didn't get mentioned.
Do you guys realize that Moffat copied off the Pandorica being closed for 2,000 years?
Yeah.
And it's not called the Pandorica, it's called the Vault, so it's the same fucking story almost.
And same near enough thing. It's trapping a Time Lord inside, or Time Lady in this case.
Instead of the Doctor, it's Missy.
Yeah.
Like, how fucking stupid is that? It's a Pandorica. Same shit. Different color, different shape. This is dumb, man. He's copying of himself now. This is just embarrassing. This is definitely not Utopia, Sound of Drums, List, Guitar Noise. I know he's trying to do it like that. And oh my God, look, there's the Master I'm not sorry, not the Master statue, the Truth statue. No. It's the same thing.
This is like Journey to the Center of the Toilet with 3 parts.
This is horrible. Horrible. I'm upset about it. I knew he was always going to try to do a 3-parter. And when he actually does it, it sucks. It's like,
He can't do a 3-parter because he was busy doing freaking Sherlock or something else, probably.
If he can't even do it, Chris, he can't even do a 2-part. Where the second part always sucks, right? How can you do a 3-part?
Well, that was the case until the freaking Zygon episode where he came in and probably saved that episode because that first part was terrible.
Because you know what he was? He's watching. He's like, "Yeah, Major Sword, second part sucks. Well, I'm taking over the second part. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Did you do the first part? No. Well, then there you go. Then.
Yeah, but it's sad to see because when he was with Russell T Davies, he was great, and he's just declined since then. Since he's left.
I want to cry. I want to cry.
I know.
I want to cry. I want to like these episodes. I do.
I think if Russell T Davies did come back, he'd be like, "What the hell have you done to the show?"
You know, it's funny too because like we were so hyped after Extremis, like can't wait to see what happens next.
Did we?
And then it's like, oh, okay.
Oxygen was fabulous. Extremis was I liked it, and then this one I just can't understand. It's like he was smoking pot or something.
Well,
I was happy
with
the last 3 episodes. I liked Knock Knock. I liked Oxygen. I liked Extremis, and now this one, it's like, oh boy.
So Capaldi was always supposed to regenerate because in every fucking episode they're talking about regeneration, right?
Yeah.
So this was all bullshit that he had to make a decision. That it was known from fucking these episodes that he was going to regenerate.
Talk about being old. It got old, and it's like you would have never heard this from the original series.
Listen, here's the thing: when you're writing something, right? There are things that affect your writing. Okay, if Moffat's got back pain and he's putting Bengay on, he's gonna feel old, and he's gonna write the doctor like he's old.
Yeah.
If Moffat's angry at Jenna Louise Coleman because he has to rip up the scripts or something, or she's leaving, he don't want her to leave, he's gonna have her kill Danny Pink. I mean, seriously, whatever things affect him writing the episodes. And it's true. If I can be writing something and I can be fucking miserable as fuck, and then I'll write like fucking something miserable, or something deep, or something dark, or if I'm happy, I could write happy. So, like, obviously, something's going on with his writing, and it's just not coming out right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not being disrespectful. I know it sounds harsh here, but when Chibnall takes over, I don't want him to come back and write guest episodes if this is what he's coming back with.
No, he's done. I agree with Ray fully. I don't want to see anything with Moffat's name on it, and I'm sorry if it does. I won't watch the episode because I'm tired of the plot holes. I'm tired of what he's done.
I'm gonna make a prediction that Chibnall doesn't stay more than 3 years.
Yeah.
Like he won't stay the 5 series 15. Maybe he could do something else. Yeah.
It's like I said, I'd rather see Russell T Davies come back and guest right at this rate. At least we know what we'd be getting.
Listen, I want to watch a Doctor episode and say, oh, this is so freaking cool. Oh my God, let's do 20 casts on it. When I get into the thing, I'm like, you know, we do the 1,000th episode about this episode.
The episode doesn't even have to be perfect. It just has to be, cool.
Know. Yeah.
I don't even know what to rate. It's not even on my scale. And that's saying something.
I gave it a 6.
Same here. I gave it a 6 as well because all the talking when they could have had action.
All right, guys. Thank you very
6.
much. You giving a 6, Chris? What did you give it?
Same thing.
Yeah. All right.
See what we mean, Moffat. This is what you've done.
I think it's time to do an everything show. Is there enough stuff, Chris, or no?
Let's see once we get off air.
All right, take care. Bye for now.